Alright everyone, what's up on YouTube? It's Cyan Music. Today I have decided to make some changes to my keyboard setup. I only got one keyboard effectively running. I went ahead and removed the Korg cross off of the stand, and I'm talking about the 88 key version of the cross. In fact, it's under my bed actually, because it has been running into some problems, with the key contacts and all that stuff. But until then, so I can find out a way to get it fixed or something, I'm going to start using this for now on. And that's one of the greatest benefits of having two keyboards, is having a backup. That way you can practice your music and all your stuff on. I actually have it set up with the Golby sustain pedal. Let me just get down here and reach it. And there it is. There's my Golby sustain pedal. And there it is. It's hooked up, and I tried it with my Korg pedal, and it didn't seem to quite work. I was going to use it, but then I realized, hey, I have my Golby keyboard sustain pedal in my Roland Go Keys case. So it's up and running. I've ran it a few times, and there are times where it just didn't shut off right away, and I figured out why. It's because it's not sitting on a stand properly. So now that we got it, now before I show you everything else, I'm going to present it with my bagpipe practice chanter. I will be resuming some Scottish small pipes presentations again. But I'm going to present this new setup with just one keyboard, like a Burns Supper. Even though I could have still used the Korg cross, I've swapped it out for the Roland Go Keys just because it's having some issues. And in fact, my Korg pedal is actually in my bench, which doubles as storage. Yet I can still play the Roland Go Keys even though it's not weighted, and I can still practice some of the classical music that I can. But before I even show everything to you guys, we're going to present it. Just like we'd present haggis at a Scottish Burns supper, I am presenting the new keyboard setup with the bagpipes and the practice chanter. So there we go. And now here we go. Greatest thing I like about the setup now with just the Roland Go keys is the fact that I can actually play it just like I normally would with the Korg, just like I do with the Korg Cross digital piano, and that is with the sustain pedal. And yes, I would do those arpeggios on the 88 key digital piano, but they still work the same way on the 61 key. Even though the 61 key keyboard is technically smaller than an 88 key, it's still pretty cool. Like, I can still play. Though it might not be suitable for playing so many classical pieces, like I won't be able to play like the Chopin Etude because it hits all the way down to octaves below C. And I want to say it's roughly B, a half step lower, because that's the lowest that the Chopin Etude goes to. However, I can still get the octave shift. I'll go to that right now. 3. There we go. Click 3 over. And now my keyboard is shifted down an octave. Therefore, I can still effectively play some of my other tunes, keyboard music as well, like the Florence Price one, the Ticklin' Toes. I can actually effectively play that on here. Oh, if I remember how to play it. I can still play it, I just need to brush up on it, but there we go, and I can still play Now, an 88 key keyboard is definitely going to give you the full range from here all the way to down here. Now, mind you, I'm shifting the octaves on a 61 note keyboard, so I'm still mind you, I'm still shifting octaves on a 61 note keyboard. An 88 key keyboard is going to be better for that, but for the seamless octave switching, because you have a full range on an 88 key keyboard, whereas on a 61 note keyboard, your range is going to go from C2 all the way up to C7 on a keyboard, on a 61 note. But until something gets figured out with the Korg Cross 88 key digital piano, I'm going to use this, which is still very fun to play. I still enjoy it, and I even like the fact that I still have built-in speakers to use and some stereo sound. Therefore, I can still play like I'm playing a real piano, even though it's going to be on a smaller footprint. So like I said, it's going from the lowest note is C2 all the way to C7. The fun part about it too is I can also play, and sorry for the excess background noise, everyone, I can also play my DX7s. Now, actually, fun fact, the DX7 actually had 61 keys, so that actually fits the range of this keyboard perfectly. And I can also play my Wurlitzer, minus the low A that the Wurlitzer has. I still have 61 notes to play around with on the Wurlitzer. The Wurlitzer electric piano actually has 3 extra keys down on the bottom end, amounting to 64, but 61 keys will still give you an effective range. Now, my touch sensitivity on this keyboard is fairly light, so it is actually popping out more dynamics, which I don't mind. It's still kind of cool. It gives it more accents. I can do that. I can still effectively play my Fender Rhodes sounds, which the Roland Go keys does a really good job at emulating. So many chord extensions. And again, the Roland is just as good as Korg and also just as good as Yamaha, even though Yamaha does have some better keyboards than Korg or Roland. Actually, Korg and Roland both do a good job at emulating some good piano sounds, and so does Yamaha. Yamaha and Roland are really up there when it comes to Fender Rhodes and Wurlitzers. Now I can also play my organs. Let's find a different organ. Let's go for this is the first 4 drawbars. And yes, Hammond organs do have 61 keys on each of their manuals. So so I can effectively play Hammond organ on this. Unfortunately, cannot do the glissandos that well because the keys do clack a little bit, but I can still play. Still play fast. A little bit of Spencer Davis right there. Give me some lovin'. That would actually sound better on all drawbars. Now let's find one that has... Oh, there's a distorted one. Although the first 4 drawbars sound better on that one. Yeah, and I'm going to switch this back to piano. One thing I do like about the Korg that Roland also does kind of emulate well is the CP70 and CP80 sound. The Yamaha CP70. Went ahead and turned up the keyboard, that way I can hear this. Although it's kind of synthesized a little bit, it still sounds like a CP70. So I can still effectively... The Korg Cross does have a better CP70 sound, and ultimately Yamaha is going to have the best CP70 sounds. But this will still make do for making some good Yamaha CP70 sounds. It actually sounds really good. Alright, and there we go. That is an update on the keyboard setup. And that is actually, this also constitutes as a benefits of having 2 keyboards video. So there we go. Benefits of having 2 keyboards: when one has issues, you still have another one to use. Even though one might not be smaller, well, even though one actually might be smaller, you still have a backup keyboard, and therefore that's the benefits of having 2 keyboards. If you like what you see here, please subscribe to the channel for more videos. This might actually be the keyboard that I do some of my tutorials on until I can figure something out with the other keyboard, the 88 key. If I can get it fixed up, or if I may end up replacing it with a Yamaha or possibly another Korg. I might actually go for Yamaha the next time, but if I can repair the Korg, then that'll be good, because then we can get the Korg back in session. But this will be the video that I do most of my keyboard stuff on. And ultimately, the Roland does have a really nice piano sound. Alright, if you like what you see here, please subscribe to the channel for more videos, and there will be more coming soon. Alright, there we go.